Okay, so anyway, I'm really happy that Amy is doing this for us tonight, and I appreciate you guys have come on to spend this time at her feet, learning from the wise Amy Getz. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, Amy, unless you want me to do anything else. I set the recording. Everybody's kind of muted, and if somebody does have background noise, I'll be able to mute them. So go ahead, Amy.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, and I'm excited to do this too, and thank you to Kristen Basse for helping us set this up and having this idea. And then for all of you to set aside a little bit of time tonight during this week before Christmas and all the busyness that's going on in our lives. This is a smart thing to do and to focus for just a second. And I really hope to create some value for you. And I was saying earlier that the teacher learns the most. And as we're moving into a whole new year and really a whole new decade, this is like the perfect time to just focus in on our next steps, because what you focus on expands, and when you see something and you focus on it, it's going to get you closer to that goal, and you'll start to see possibilities that you didn't see before. So I just want to say welcome to all of you that have joined us, and welcome especially to those of you that are at the VF level and you want to get to sales coordinator. Okay, now we're used to saying that we're a VF or a virtual franchise, but I want us to get used to some new terminology tonight, okay? In 2 weeks, your new title is QSC, Qualifying Sales Coordinator in 2020. So put that in your brain. I'm a QSC, okay? And I'm on my way to Sales Coordinator. So I want us to all say this together, Qualifying Sales Coordinator. 1, 2, 3. Qualifying Sales Coordinator. Good. QSC, Qualifying Sales Coordinator. That's the position. That's the middle position that you're at right now. Okay, how many of you that are on the call tonight are QSC and you want to get to Sales Coordinator? Raise your hand. Good. I'm glad to see that. Okay, raise your hand. I just want you to know that it's easier than ever to get to Sales Coordinator than it's ever been. And I hope to show you that tonight, to where you truly believe me, okay, where you believe your leaders that it's easier than ever to get to Sales Coordinator. And this is so exciting because what the company is launching, they've never done this before, but it was long overdue, and it's so exciting. And as national marketing directors, we are thrilled with these little tweaks that the company has made that are just going to improve the entire experience that everybody has. Whether you're brand spanking new in the business and you have someone just getting started, or whether you have team members or you yourself have been around for a while. What the company is launching is better than ever. And my goal, I have a goal for tonight, okay, and I'm going to borrow from Wendy Campbell the words, I want to, I can, and I will. And I want you to be able to say with me by the time we finish tonight, I want to, I can, and I will become a national marketing director. And I want you to know for certain that it's easier than ever to reach Sales Coordinator in 2020. What comes with Sales Coordinator? Well, we know it's a $600 title reward. That's the same as it's always been. But don't forget that when you reach Sales Coordinator, you also are helping to promote up to QSCs underneath you. So there's two $300 sponsor rewards. So it's like $1,200 just in bonuses and incentives to reach Sales Coordinator, okay? And I don't want you to lose track of the fact that just beyond Sales Coordinator, okay, we're focused on Sales Coordinator tonight, but it's okay to know that the step just after Sales Coordinator is QSSC, and that has a $1,000 title reward on that step. And it is one little step beyond Sales Coordinator, okay? Sales Coordinator takes 2 QSC lines, okay? QSSC takes 3 VF lines or 3 QSC lines, okay? So it's one little step beyond Sales Coordinator to get to the step beyond, okay? So what I'm telling you tonight is that reaching Sales Coordinator is the goal that's right in front of you right now, but the step after that is just barely beyond, okay? You can hit both of these goals much sooner than you probably think. And I'll explain that as we move ahead. But before we go there, I want to explore for just a second and dig a little bit deeper with you. Okay, I want us to think a little bit more. Why do you want to get to sales coordinator? Okay, why? You hear us ask that question a lot, right? Okay, yes, we hear why. You have to figure out the why. Yes, we want to get to the top commission level. Yes, you don't want to leave any money on the table. Okay, you want to earn the full payout that the company provides on every order that ships to our customers. But dig deeper here. Why does that matter to you? Okay, have you really asked yourself why you really, really want this? What do you want and why do you want it? I'll tell you my story. When I joined the Juice Plus company, I was working full time. I have 3 kids and I had a really busy schedule. And finding my why helped me to stay focused on my next goal and believe that anything was possible. I saw national marketing director, but I usually just saw the step ahead of me, and I just focused on that next step. At that time in my life, working full time, my kids were 8, 10, and 14 at the time, so they were all involved in sports. Our lives were busy. I worked 40 to 60 hours a week, and I just wanted to be home, and I wanted to have more time. My husband and I owned a business at Sawgrass Mills Mall. That meant I was working some nights, almost every weekend, and throughout the holidays. And for me, growing this business was more about time, okay? I was time poor. I felt like I was handcuffed to the mall hours and I wanted freedom. We had money, but I didn't have time freedom. And for me, if I could be successful in this business, it meant more time for my family, more time to create memories, more opportunities to say yes more often. And so what did I do? I just took the next step. And I focused on helping my team members take the next step. Someone explained to me very early on is if you want to move up in this business, help people that you've brought on just take their next step. And if they're taking the next step, then it's going to push you up. And it's a people helping people business. So in order to get to sales coordinator, it's just helping people around you take that next step. And we can all do that. So my question for you is, why do you want to be successful with this? Why does that matter to you? And I've been asking that question to a lot of team members. And I was drilling down with a team member who's been around for a while. It's a guy on my team. And it wasn't that easy to get to a real heartfelt reason. I mean, for me personally, I wanted that a more flexible schedule. I wanted more time. I wanted to be able to say yes more often to things that I could do for my family and with my family and for my family. And, you know, and it, like Sharon said, this business has allowed us to do so many things, you know, to say yes more often, to take the whole family to Italy, to send my daughter to study abroad, to take the entire family up to Quebec and just do fun things and create memories for our family. And you know, I even bought my husband a boat. For his 60th birthday. Why does that matter? Because that represents memories, and that's important to me, and that is really what this business is about to me. So I was working with one of my team members and trying to help him drill down as to why he wanted to be successful with this business. And it was like we were just going in circles, and it has been difficult to figure that out. And then one day we were having this conversation, and finally, he told me with tears in his eyes, the reason he wanted to be successful in the Juice Plus business was because his wife was never asked to go to her senior prom when she was in high school. And when he found that out, he found his why. He said, I want to go to the Eltons so I can take my wife to the Juice Plus prom. And it brings me to tears just saying that, because it wasn't that easy for him to find that answer. But once he drilled down on that, boy, it's it's heartfelt. It keeps him focused on what the next goal is, on the next person that he can help in growing this business. So I want to focus for just a second on, why do you want to be successful? Why does this matter to you? Yes, we want to help you get to sales coordinator, and we're going to focus in on some steps here. But why do you want to be successful? For me, my challenges weren't about money, but it was going to take money to replace my current income so that I could have time freedom. Maybe you're tired of stressing about money. Maybe you want the freedom to say yes more often. What is it for you that really matters to you, that makes your heart go, oh, I want that? Anybody brave enough to share something, a piece of your why? If you want to unmute yourself, you can go ahead and do that. We're all friends.
I'll go if nobody else wants to go first.
Yes.
So I am a single mom. So money is a bit of a stressor, but it's more of the time and the ability to volunteer at my kids' school, do things that right now I absolutely can't do, but being able to do that, and I know, and they're little, I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I know that when sports start coming into it and after school activities, and, I don't want to be the person saying, no, you can't do that because I can't get off work. I want to be able to be there and do all of those things with them and take the vacations and all of that extra stuff.
Oh, yes, very much so. And, as you dig down deeper, Nicole, as to you want to be there for your kids, why does that matter to you? You get down to an even deeper level. I mean, that is so good. I'll tell you, I would be driving home from the mall the week before Christmas. The mall is open till 11 o'clock at night. So I'm working till 11. We get out of there by midnight. I get home at 1 a.m. in the morning, and then I get up and do it the next day. And I'm crying the whole way home from the mall going, I don't want to do this anymore. I got to that point where I was willing to do whatever it takes to find a better way for myself and my family. And just like the place that you're in, you want to be the best mom, and you want to be present, and you want to be there on the sidelines cheering for your kids and creating those family memories. Those are the kind of feelings down deep inside that spoke to me and that helped me grow. And I know that that's going to keep you engaged in this business, knowing that in a very deep way.
What?
Anybody else want to share one?
Amy. Hi, Amy, it's Kristen. What I wanted to say is that in the last 5 years, my why's probably changed 5 times. And I think that it's important for people to realize that my why in the beginning was, I didn't really have one. I just liked that I could help my friends, and I thought it was cool. And then over time, the more I plugged into things and the more I did, the more my why changed. And then I bought tickets to go out of town for my husband and for my family, and my husband didn't have to pay for it. And he kind of was like, where's that bill? I'm like, I got it. And then it happened again and it happened again. And then I work in healthcare. I think everyone on my team knows that. But today, I had an incident at work that happened, and it made me realize that when you work for a corporation, you're working for a corporation. When you work for yourself, you work for yourself, and you take a lot of pride in that, as much pride as I have with my day job. But today I had a young mom come in to see me with her very sick little baby. And I wanted so badly to tell her all these little secrets that I know about health and wellness. And I did tell her to take dairy out of her diet and do these different things. But my why now is I want to help those young moms who don't know all of these things when they're nursing their baby, and their baby's on all these medications because the doctors don't tell them. And your hands are kind of tied, and you are in those golden handcuffs when you do work in certain areas. And it's my why now is to help as many people and talk to as many people as I possibly can to help make their life better, because that's going to only make me better. So I just want people to know that your why, what it was even 2 months ago, might not be what your why is today.
Oh, that's so true. That is so true. It grows and it
Yes.
becomes stronger and it becomes passionate inside of you. And you see the difference that this is making. And you see the more that you can get paid really well for doing good for people.
Yes.
And so much reward in that. Even somebody as famous as Dr. William Sears says this business is the helper's high that he absolutely loves. And whether you're doing it for the paycheck or for the helper's high or all of the above, consider even more on how the reason why you're doing this, and get on the calls that are available to you, because you'll latch on to someone else's why and it will fire you up and it will embed your why even deeper for you. I'm not going to spend tons of time there tonight, but I just want to visit that because that is so important as we move forward, knowing what's motivating you and really pressing you forward. With your why in mind, okay, and I challenge you to dig deeper on that. It is so much easier to get to sales coordinator, and let me tell you why, okay, as we move into this new season and into the new comp plan and into the new decade. It takes less volume to get to sales coordinator than ever before. 40 trio orders versus 48. It used to be 48 trios, okay? There's no more household rules, okay? We're just counting people, not households. That's exciting, okay? When you understand the brilliance of that, it's super exciting. Reshipments count towards the volume needed. So if you've been around for 4 months or 4 years or whatever, orders that are reshipping are going to count towards the needed volume, towards the promotions of the people, your promotions as well as the promotions of the people that you're bringing on board. And the reshipments of pre-existing orders count towards the volume needed for your team members. Okay, that's super important. So it's going to make it easier for them to reach their next promotion. Okay. Now, the promotions that we're looking for is Partner Plus and QSC. Level, okay, and the QSC is like the BF level, okay, so we're getting those terms in mind. Partner Plus, QSC, those are the first two positions in the company. And reshipment volume of orders that are going out during that business month are going to count towards those promotions. Going to make it much easier to move forward and to help people promote underneath you. And also, one thing that the company is bringing into place in 2020, which is a really good thing, is that we're going to be working within calendar months, okay? We used to have sliding windows, a 30-day sliding window, and we can keep changing the window if we need to. And or a 60-day sliding window. And starting in April, but we're really going to begin teaching this strongly in January, is that we're going to work within a calendar month to help people get to their next position and to reach their titles, okay? And why is this good? Well, I can tell you it's really good because it gives all of us a very firm deadline to reach our goals by the end of the month, because people are much more focused when they have a very clear goal, and they tend to get it done by the end of the month when they know that is their deadline. There's something called Parkinson's Law. All work to be done will expand into the amount of time allotted for its completion. That's the one thing I remember from a course that I took in college, and I missed that question on my test. But what happens if you have 8 hours to clean your house? It takes you 8 hours. If you only have 2 hours to clean your house, you get it done in 2 hours, okay? If you're super rushed, you can make it look pretty good in 30 minutes, right? Because the amount of work to be done will fit into the amount of time allotted for its completion. So as we learn about the value of calendar months, it gives us a clear goal and a clear deadline to finish the Partner Plus promotion, to help our team members get to that QSC position by the end of the month. And that's going to roll out completely in April, but we're going to start teaching that in January so people can get used to hitting those goals within a calendar month. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a really good thing. All right, so what does it take to get to sales coordinator? The sales coordinator comp plan is on your virtual office. Up at the top, it says what's new. If you click on that, you can see the new compensation videos and the phase 1 documents. And if you haven't looked at that, I'm not going to share my screen right now just because I don't think that we need to, but you can pull up these documents under what's new on your virtual office and the phase 1 documents, and it will show you what's needed for sales coordinator, okay? But it's really very similar to what, almost exactly what we're doing now. The volume that's needed for 2020 is 12,000 product volume, okay? Well, in today's numbers, if you divide by 1.8, that would be equal to 6,222 PVC. Well, in 2019, you have to have 8,000 to get promoted to sales coordinator. Well, in 2020, it's really only going to be like 6,000, okay? In 2020 numbers, it's 12,000. So just know that translating from today's PVC to 2020 product volume, we're just doing a 1.8 conversion, and it's actually less volume in 2020, okay, needed for sales coordinator. But this is what I want you to focus on. This is what's needed. Focus on structure. If you focus on structure, the volume will be there, okay? Focus on the structure of 3. Okay, we like to say you have to have a 3-legged stool. A 3-legged stool. Can you see my 3-legged stool? If you have a 1-legged stool, the stool falls over. If you have a 2-legged stool, the stool falls over. But if you have a 3-legged stool, you can stand up, right? Okay, so our 3-legged stool is going to have 1 Partner Plus and 2 QSCs, okay? And here's the cool thing where it makes everything is easier, okay? For Partner Plus, it used to be 3 households. Now it's simply 2 people for Partner Plus. How many people are you having a conversation with? Their order is getting ready to reship, and you can say, hey, who have you been thinking about sharing your story with? You've been thinking about a family member, a friend, a coworker, a neighbor that you've shared your Juice Plus experience with. Come on and join us. Join my team. Would you be open to learning more? Inviting someone to an event so they can learn more about joining your team. It's going to be so easy to help people hit that Partner Plus position. Right now, it's just 2 people, okay, not 3 households, all right, to hit Partner Plus. And pre-existing orders will count towards the volume, okay? As long as you have at least 1 new person, you can add a pre-existing order for Partner Plus, okay? Any questions on Partner Plus promotions? That's the DD position that we have right now. That's easy. It's pretty clear, okay? Secondly, the QSC, which is VF right now, that's a whole lot easier as well because it only takes 5 different people, okay? Now, it might take more than that to create the volume, but remember, you can use all the volume from the Partner Plus promotion, all the volume from that, plus the volume of any pre-existing orders that might be in the system, okay? That's going to help people reach the QSC position. So the volume requirements are there, but the structure is easier for people to reach because of reshipment of existing orders, or people that are brand new that don't have any pre-existing orders that are reshipping. Brand new people getting started, it's easier for them to bring on level 1 people who are also going to hit their Partner Plus, and they can get to QSC very quickly as well. So who has their PVC report and is brave enough to have a conversation with me so that we can talk about what it will take? Anybody print out their PVC report, and we can look at what the structure is underneath you, and have a little bit of a conversation here. Anybody want to talk?
If nobody else will, I will. But if somebody else wants to talk, I'll let them talk. 'Cause I don't even know if I printed out the right thing.
Okay, well, that's okay. Well, you can tell me. Okay.
Oh, wait, would somebody else like to talk? Because Nicole, would you like to talk? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
I don't have it printed out.
Oh.
Well, Hillary, you're good. Come on.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if I have the right thing, but it does say PVC report.
Good. Okay, so you can see your name, and you can see people underneath you, and there's lines on the page, correct?
No, there is no, okay, on this one, there are no people's names. I printed out 2 different ones, but I don't think I have the right thing. Does anybody else have it?
Probably has her volume. Does it have your numbers?
I have nobody underneath me, if that's what you're saying.
But you'll have your numbers.
It has your numbers though, right?
Maybe. I mean, it says downline growth and current PVC report.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. I have that.
Does it have any numbers beside your name, Hillary, on any of the pages?
Well, it just says personal volume credit,
Uh-huh.
my performance bonus.
Is there like 1,000 or 900 or 800?
No, not that high.
No, but you don't. Well, I think you probably pulled a mid-month report then, because you usually do qualify. She's a qualifier, Amy. So her column 4 would be about 1,000.
Okay, so, and tell me, Hillary, who do you have as team members underneath you?
Who do I have as a team underneath me?
Yeah, like, do you have some people direct to you?
No, that's why I'm probably not the right person to volunteer any information.
But that's okay, because what I'm telling you is if you're qualifying your own business, then you probably have 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 customers of your own. Is that right?
Yeah, I have a lot of customers.
I think he has 24. No, I'm sorry, 34. I checked earlier.
That's
So
not a lot. I printed it out today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You're in a perfect position here to look through your customer base, the people that you have as customers, and think about their stories. Think about their reason why they got started on Juice Plus and what have they experienced so far. Who would you love to have on your team? Who is entrepreneurial? Who is a fun person to be around? Who knows everybody? Who has a positive attitude? Who is just a natural connector?
Yes, I've got a few of those, and I've been working on them. I'm slowly beating them down.
You're loving them in.
I am loving them in. I might get there soon. I've been working.
Oh my goodness, yes. And this is the perfect time to go to them and have that conversation. I don't try to roll over anybody, but I want to attract them to what we're about. Okay.
Right.
Now, what if, would you be open to exploring what this company is doing in 2020? I am so over the moon excited about great things that are happening. Would you be open to learning a little bit more?
Yeah.
And giving people that opportunity to hear a story, to plug into a conference call like the one we had last night with Sherry Ann Bennett was fabulous on Join Our Mission. They did a super job. And we have some other recordings that are also great. One that Julie did a couple of months ago that's on Mission Driven. It's a great first introduction to people.
Mm-hmm.
We're setting up that, hey, I'd love for you to meet my friend Kristen. And I'd love for you to hear her story. She's a mom just like you. You've got to hear her story. She works in healthcare, and I think you guys will really connect. You know, do that call with Sharon or Kristen, or you know, choose an upline that can connect to them and invite them to be part of our mission. So you're at a perfect place with that many customers. You have 3 to, you know, you could have 8 distributors somewhere in your customer base already.
I could. I'm going to
She's
talk now.
amazing.
What?
That you're amazing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's my, yeah. I don't know if I had the right report, but that's what I'm all about.
That's okay. So your next step is in inviting people into your team.
Right, okay.
I pick
I'm
you.
gonna do that.
Amy?
I'm having a blast with this. Yes.
I first of all, hi Hillary. It's so good to see you.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I muted myself. I thought I was done.
I love it. I love it. Can I just show you what my daughter's doing right now? She's eating lettuce. Okay. Amy, I think I have mine pulled down. I'm not sure if it's the correct one, but if you need somebody to be an example.
Yes, I would love to see what you have.
Okay. What number do I?
So what I want to know, okay, the volume will be there to get you to sales coordinator. What we want to focus in on is structure, is the people that you have that are level 1 to you. The number on the far left column tells you whether it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3, okay? If it's a 1, then they're direct to you, okay? So how many people have you sponsored that are direct to you?
2.
Great, okay. And do you know what position that they're at? After their name, you see whether they're a DD or a BF?
I have Nicole, she's a DD, and I believe Shannon just got DD as well this week.
Fabulous. Okay, good. Okay, and do you have anybody else underneath them, or is that just those 2 people?
Nicole, you have 2 people under you who are dealer, is that right?
Yeah, probably, because my first team member only has so there's 2 orders in their household, and then he has his mother as a customer, so he has three orders under him, and then my other team member has a large family, so she's got 3 orders just in her one household, and that's all she's done so far.
So Nicole, are you under Kristen?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a couple of people underneath you as well.
Yes.
And you're at the DD level or the VF level?
I'm working my way towards VF like a turtle, but I'm getting there someday.
Okay, that's fine. That's just fine. Okay, this is exciting for you. Okay, it's good to have both of you on. Okay, this is exciting for you because you can go into your virtual office and look at a customer genealogy report or my customers and see any orders that are getting ready to reship in January or February. And if you see orders reshipping, let's say you have 5 customer orders that are going to reship in January. Okay, we can use all the volume from those customer orders to help get you closer to QSC yourself. Okay. And if you have those 5 orders and then you go get 5 new orders, 5 new people started on Juice Plus, you're going to be that close to QSC. Okay, and probably have it by then. Okay, I'm just saying that in January and February, that's your month to hit QSC because you can use restarts, reshipments. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so what happens when you hit QSC or VF? Okay, well, that gives a QSC under Kristen. Okay, that's one of the lines that she needs to get to QSC for her next promotion to sales coordinator. So as you're hitting your next goal, then that's going to help Kristen hit her next goal, and that's going to help Kristen. Are you under Kristen Bosse?
No, Sandy Stutter.
You're under Sandy. Okay, so then that's going to help Sandy hit her next goal. It's such a beautiful thing that you cannot help yourself without helping another person in this business. And so right now, Nicole, you're just focused on sharing your story and promoting events. And that's what we're all going to really do. That's how this happens. That's how we help people reach the Partner Plus and the QSC position. Reaching sales coordinator is simply helping people get to Partner Plus and hit QSC. Okay, it's just doing those two things. Okay, and so for you, Kristen, I would say you're helping Nicole reach her goal, and then you're bringing on other people, new people, to help them hit their next goal, whether it's Partner Plus, DD, or whether it's QSC. And how are we going to do that? Okay, well, it's through two things. There's two reasons that we can help people hit their next step in the compensation plan. We do that through stories, and we do that through events. Okay, sharing your story. Why do you love Juice Plus? Okay, let me ask you a question right now. If they were to take your Juice Plus away from you and the company dissolved and you could never have Juice Plus again, how would you feel?
I'd cry.
Why? Why?
Because it's made such an impact on my family. There's no more ear infections. There's no more sickness. There's no more weight. There's no more money at the doctors. It's just better. I don't know how it's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just kind of ponder that for a minute, and it kind of wakes you up and go, oh my goodness, what would happen if that happened in 2020? Okay. It's not going to happen. I promise.
I think too, the community, because of like the amount of self-growth that I know I've had in the last year, and just the community that surrounds us is amazing.
It really,
For sure.
that was the biggest piece for me, was the personal growth that I experienced because of this community. Yeah. Who else wants to share? If they were to take your Juice Plus away from you, how would you feel without Juice Plus in your life, without this community?
I can answer if you want, Jamie.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I've been doing Juice Plus with my family for 5 years now, and I have to agree with Kristen. It has changed mine and my son's health. Okay, babe. It's changed mine and my son's health in huge ways. My son would like to say hi. This is Ellis. He used to have quite the wonky blood. And since Juice, stop please. And since Juice Plus, everything has sort of even keeled. We just moved to Illinois, and we couldn't get his health records because he hasn't had to have a well visit in so long, because he's been fine. Like, I haven't even taken him to the doctor in 2 years because of Juice Plus. So it's been incredible for both of us, and I have PCOS, and it has healed my symptoms completely. So I would be lost without Juice Plus, truly.
Wow. So, just saying those words right there, I would be lost without it. Okay.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
The time, the money, the heartache, the sickness, the devastation that your family would be going through if you didn't have this. Yeah. Okay. Sharing your stories with that kind of heartfelt passion, as you think about the way that you share your story, put it in the context of, how would you feel if you could never take Juice Plus again? How would that impact my kids, my family? PCOS. Oh my goodness, that's a tough one. And did not deal with those symptoms anymore. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Okay, so sharing your story with passion and why you love Juice Plus is a really big piece about helping people come on board with what we're about. If they knew what you knew about Juice Plus and about this community, there'd be a whole lot more people on our teams that would just be blowing it up with us, right? Okay, inviting people in and letting that passion ooze out of you. So sharing your story with passion is how we help people advance in the compensation plan. It's how you advance in the compensation plan. And if you feel like you need a little bit of help with your story, your leaders want to help you. Sharon wants to help you. We definitely want to help you get your story to a place that speaks to you, that almost makes you cry when you think about what Juice Plus has done for you and how you would feel if they took it away. Okay, number one is sharing your story. Number two is events, okay? We have a gazillion events. And sometimes we get overloaded, you know, with all the opportunities to invite to an event. But don't take that for granted, because these events are an opportunity to change somebody's health and change someone's life forever. So whether it's an online event or a Facebook event or a Zoom or in-person event, a fun event, we have fun, we have community. Get passionate about inviting people to events and creating the events yourself. And this is like the perfect time to think about the next event that we're going to launch, you know, maybe the week after Christmas or the first week in January. Get passionate about inviting to events. Okay, so those two things are how you bring people in and help them advance. It's how you're going to get to sales coordinator, by sharing your story and inviting people to an event and giving people that invitation to join us on this journey and on this mission. So plugging into events. One other thing I want to share with you about, you know, what we're focused on, sharing your story and events. And then one more thing, just these three things, is the 5-1 on a monthly basis. Right now, everyone who's already at the QSC position or VF is eligible to do the 5-1 on a monthly basis and get an extra $100 or $200. And this is available till the end of February. So let's make that our monthly focus of 5 new people, not pre-existing customers that are just reordering, but 5 new people and 1 new team member. Well, what happens if you're doing a 5-1? Well, you get the little bonus, which is fun, but then you have more people to invite into your team and to help them take their next step. I just want to challenge you with a couple of things as we're kind of wrapping up this call tonight. Remember this, that successful people, and we all want to be successful. Successful people do ordinary things with extraordinary consistency, commitment, and focus. And I've asked you to kind of focus on your why, focus a little bit on your story tonight. I want you to think about that. Yes, we want to be successful. Successful people do ordinary things with extraordinary consistency, commitment, and focus. We don't have to do extraordinary things, just do the ordinary things, sharing your story, inviting to an event again and again and again. How often do you invite to events? Over and over, you know, until someone says, no, I don't want to. People, that's rare. That's so rare when people say, no, thank you. Most of the time people ghost you, or they just don't respond or don't answer, or maybe they do answer because their schedule is so crazy busy. Keep inviting. It's amazing to me that I'll invite someone over and over and over, and the 5th or 6th or 10th time they finally say yes, and then we get that conversation, and then they're ready to get started and join our team. So do the ordinary things of consistency, commitment, and focus. Don't focus on the numbers, just trust the process that we're talking about here. When you keep doing the things the right way, eventually the numbers will rise and the wins will come and the outcome will happen, okay? before you can achieve it, you have to believe it. And right now, I can absolutely believe it for you. I want you to believe that this is absolutely easier to do than ever before, because getting to sales coordinator is easier because the volume is less, but most importantly, helping people achieve those first 2 positions in the compensation plan is easier than ever before, because the household rule has been lifted, the volume numbers are less, and we can count reshipments if we need to, if someone's been around for a little while. And then finally, if you're willing to do what most people won't, you'll eventually be able to do what most people can't. And I truly believe that. That's what I was willing to do when I was wearing both hats. I was working a full-time job. I had 2 full-time jobs. I was working a business, a full-time job at our business. I was a mom. That's a full-time job. So most of you that are moms are working in and you're a parent. Those 2 full-time jobs. I was doing that, but I was willing to put on my Juice Plus hat and take it with me wherever I went, because I heard someone say, if you'll be willing to do what most people won't, you'll eventually be able to do what most people can't. And today, we have that flexible schedule that I dreamed about 23 years ago. And we do have the freedom of lifestyle that I dreamed about. And I am able to say yes more often. And I am able to jump in the car and go visit my granddaughter whenever I want to. And it's because I said yes to this business. I have friends that, people in my neighborhood that I know that work a full-time job, and they don't have the flexibility that I do in this business. And I am so grateful that I said yes to this company. Wherever you are in this business, I learned about Juice Plus when I was in my 30s. I said yes to Juice Plus right after my 40th birthday. And I had no idea that it was going to turn into something that it's become for our family today. But I've so fallen in love with the message and the community that I feel like many of you, like Kristen, I could never go back. I hope this has been a little bit helpful to you to realize that we can do this in 2020. You're closer than you think. And it's just giving those people that opportunity to say yes to not just to Juice Plus, but to joining us. Who do you know that needs to hear this message now more than ever? As we're launching into January, people are making healthy resolutions for January. 87% of people make a New Year's resolution, and most of those resolutions have something to do with health, or getting their finances in order, or one of those things. So this is like the perfect time to invite people into our business and to join you on this mission of what we're about. So any other questions that I can answer, or specifics that some of you might have? You can unmute yourself.
Amy, I have a question for someone who's not on. For someone who's very much a numbers person.
Uh-huh.
What was the number that you gave earlier in the call to multiply, because she really likes numbers, to multiply to determine the 2019 to the 2020 differences?
Yes, if you take your current numbers and you multiply them by 1.8, it will give you what your product volume number will be on January 1st.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can see where you're at, or you take the end of November PVC report and multiply it by 1.8. You can see what your volume would have been in 2020 numbers.
Perfect. Thank you.
Or the other way that you can do it that way, or you can take the 2020 numbers and we don't have to go backwards. You can divide by the 2020 numbers, you divide by 1.8 and it tells you where you're at. You can compare your numbers to 2019, but it's easier to do it the other way. Take your current numbers, multiply it by 1.8, and you'll know how much volume you'll have on January 1st.
Perfect. Thank you. She'll appreciate that when she sees the recording.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank
What
you for
else?
doing.
Who else? Do you feel like it's a little bit easier? Do you believe me? Come on. Helping people finish Partner Plus that's the DD, and the QSC is going to be easier for so many reasons, okay? And we're going to see people hit those levels. So what happens, you help someone do their Partner Plus, and then they help someone do their Partner Plus, and they're really close to QSC when they do that, okay? Well, that's going to be that line underneath you that you need to get to sales coordinator. So just helping people take that next step is going to put you at sales coordinator. Okay, what's Courtney saying here? What do you say?
When someone says they need to speak with their doctor first.
I said, that's really great that you're asking that. Ask your doctor if it's okay for you to eat more fruits and vegetables. You know, people go, oh, okay. Great idea. Does your doctor give you a lot of nutritional advice? Ask him if it's okay for you to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I don't want to be smart with somebody, but I do want them to help to think, you know, this isn't a vitamin. This is an extra trip to the salad bar. You know, and that's what I've been using that verbiage a lot. You know, ask your doctor if it's okay if you take an extra trip to the salad bar every day. Any more questions?
See Allie's question, is there any reason why they wouldn't be able to take it? She has a doctor who said no to a client.
Okay.
I know the omegas are blood thinners, and I had to stop before a surgery. They wanted me to stop to get off of everything. They wanted me off of everything. And that's just, I think, a blanket statement that, I mean, when they found out I was on omegas, they said, definitely the omegas. And you know what, please just stop everything. But as soon as I, you know, had my post-op appointment, you know, a week later, I was right back on it, doubled. But, I mean, that could be a reason because the omegas do thin your blood.
Yes, and that was the right advice to give when it comes to omegas. Okay, yes, you do have to stop a supplement like that prior to a surgery. And though, when it comes to Juice Plus, we had this question come up recently with another team member. If you're having surgery, you stop your Juice Plus when you have to stop eating food. Okay. They always say to get off of your vitamins prior to a surgery. Just say, okay, that's the right advice, but Juice Plus is food, so you need to stop taking your Juice Plus when they tell you to stop eating. And usually that's 12 hours before surgery, some maybe 24, but usually 12 hours before surgery, they'll say don't eat. So, you know, don't take Juice Plus during that period of time. Because Juice Plus is an extra trip to the salad bar.
Would there be anything in the Juice Plus as far as any of the green vegetables that could counteract with any other blood thinners and medication?
You know, if your body is used to and has a stable amount of that has been used to the Juice Plus, I don't foresee it being a problem. My husband had to have a couple of procedures years and years and years ago, and he just followed the recommendations that as pertaining to food. I know Dr. Candace Corson has answered that question before too, and I'll see if I can find the answer for you and we can send it to you on Voxer. Coming from a doctor, it's always better, you know, as far as the recommendations prior to a surgery. But her answer generally has been, you know, if they say to stop eating food, stop taking your capsules, and the omegas, you know, you might need to get off of it a couple of days earlier.
What if it has nothing at all to do with the surgery and they're just on a blood thinner daily? Would that have any contraindication?
not contraindicated. We have many, many people that are taking blood thinners, that are taking Juice Plus very successfully. And sometimes doctors who don't understand will say, don't eat green leafy vegetables or don't take the green Juice Plus. But then that person is at risk for other issues if they're not getting greens in their diet, right? So the beautiful solution is Juice Plus, because they're getting the exact same amount of leafy greens every day, and they can monitor their blood levels to give them the medication that they need, the right amounts. They check their PT levels so that it clots the way they want it to clot, all right? And there's a response that we can send you that will explain that beautifully, that Juice Plus is the perfect solution for anybody on blood thinners. My husband had multiple arrhythmias, ventricle tachycardia, which was very, very serious heart rate and beat, and he was on a high dose of Coumadin or blood thinners for a couple of years, and he had no issues with Juice Plus. It's the consistency. The reason Juice Plus works good is because you're getting the same amount every single day, and it's easy to monitor their blood levels.
Thank you.
Good question. Who else? We'll send it out on Voxer.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Anybody else?
Is anybody wondering what to do in December? Any advice, Amy?
I would go through my customer list and circle people that you would love to have on your team, and put together an intentional plan of action to invite them to take a look at what we're about. Okay. You know, there's some great events that are floating around that we definitely want to give people the opportunity to connect with. I mean, I'm always thinking about what's the next step for this person? What video can I share with them? What conversation? Can I meet them for coffee? Can I, you know, just inspire them with what we get to do every day. So I would just look at your list of people, whether they're an existing partner with you or whether they're a customer or maybe not even yet on Juice Plus. What's the next step that you can take to invite that person to come on along and join us? Because, you know, when you make up your mind that I want to, I can, and I will, you'll start to see more possibilities that are right in front of you. And you focus in on where you're headed in 2020.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
As far as the products go, since the prices do go up in January, would you use that as an incentive to get more customers before that happens?
I think that that's a great reason. I mean, the reality is if they're ordering the trio, it's going up 12 cents a day. Okay. So for someone who's concerned about the price increase and say, I know, I can't believe they're able to keep the price at the value that they do. It's going up 12 cents a day. They haven't raised the price in 5 years. But the other flip side to that is, oh my goodness. If you order this month, you're going to get 2019 prices for the next 4 months on this order. Okay, so this is the perfect time to get your order started for Juice Plus. We can set it up to ship to you the week after Christmas, and you'll have it for the new year so that you can kick the new year off right. And when people ask me the price of Juice Plus, I offer that information readily, and I just always say, oh my goodness, that's the best part. It's just $2.50 a day, and you're getting 30 fruits and vegetables every day. Just memorize that. Oh my, how much is Juice Plus? Oh my goodness, that's the best part. It's just $2.50 a day, and you're getting 30 fruits and vegetables in your diet. This has changed our family's health. Besides, you know, my son eats free, or, you know, if you have a child on the Healthy Starts program.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who else? Tatiana, do you have any questions? We're good?
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sharon, for asking. And I appreciate you guys. And I'm excited for where we're headed into 2020. There's so many good things coming. And, you know, there's a few differences that you'll notice. And we're just going to navigate that together. And if you have questions, just ask Sharon, ask your leaders. It's all good. It's what the company has done for us is incredibly good. And I'm excited for the opportunities in front of us because of the way the compensation plan works, we're going to help you get to sales coordinator. We're going to help you get to QSC if you're not already there. We're locking arms with you to help you do that. And then from there, you continue to grow your customer base and help other people do what you're doing. You can create that stream of residual income that can pay you for the rest of your life. Have customers with me, and Sharon can attest. We have customers that have been with us since the very beginning, and it was that initial conversation that opened the door for them to learn about Juice Plus, and I'm getting paid on that customer every single month, okay? Either they're still a customer or they've joined my team. And you get paid on that productivity every single month. And that creates long-term residual income, and that allows you to realize your dreams. So we're living the mission that Jay Martin has to help as many people as possible realize their dreams. And that includes you, okay? And to help you realize your dreams, okay? For Kristen and Jane, Allison, and Diane, and Isabel, and Tatiana, all of you, our mission is to help you realize your dreams. You know, whether it's that extra $500 or $1,000 a month so that you can surprise your mom or surprise your spouse with a trip, you know, that you've been wanting to take, or whatever it is, or paying for your kids' education, or taking that trip to a vacation that you've been wanting to do, or saying yes more often. When your daughter wants to study abroad, you know, it's all of those little things that allowing you to realize your dreams. That's what this business allows us to do. Okay, so 2 things, really 3 things. Share your story more often. Think about how would I feel if they took my Juice Plus away from me, and get to that heart level that you feel about, oh my goodness, I don't want to go back to the way it used to be. Okay. And then, get good at promoting events. Build up that muscle, build up that skill of inviting people to an event, because someone else is going to say something that can impact your friend, your customer, your partner in a way that you talking is not going to get there. But they hear someone else's story, and then suddenly everything that you've said is very credible. You know, it's that third-party validation that happens. And then the 5-1, every month you can earn those extra bonuses right there too. Thank you, Sharon, for the opportunity to share tonight. And if you're willing to do what others won't, you'll eventually be able to do so many things that other people can't. And that is what this business offers us.
Well, we so appreciate you, Amy. And I'm sure this is not the last time we see Amy at conference every 6 months. And she's a vital part of our growth. So, you know, she wants to help us. And I totally appreciate that. I know whenever I've reached out to her, she has helped. So just know that that is how our culture is. You know, if you want specific help, please reach out. Don't be embarrassed. Don't think any question is stupid, anything like that. And you have great leaders, but you have a whole community of leaders too that can help you. So thank you, Kristen, again for organizing this. That was awesome.
My pleasure.
What a great idea. So everybody can thank Kristen, thank Amy, and I'll unmute you guys.
Thank you.
Let's see, unmute. There we go.
It's great to see you all. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy
Christmas.
holidays. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All that good stuff. Bye.
Happy Merry everything.
Yes, happy everything. Happy. All right, good night, guys.